Gureii residents are now able to access clean drinking water as the UN Habitat completed the implementation of the flood protection, water and sanitation and livelihood project. The $2.4 million project funded by the Japanese government is intended to improve the lives of the communities as well as the returnees and the internally displaced people, IDPs. The time frame of the implementation of the project has taken 13 months and insecurity interrupted the program. The project is implemented with the full participation of the community, the National Ministry of Housing and Urban Planning, Relief and Rehabilitation Commission (RRC), and Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Disaster Management. The interim period of the project included site visits by the Japanese Ambassador to South Sudan, Kiya Masahiko, the National Minister of Lands, Housing and Urban Planning, state officials, and the community.
It is my great honor to be here today together with the Honorable Minister of Housing and also the project manager of UN Habitat and the PAM chief, PAM head, and also all the people here living here. I'm very glad to see this UN Habitat Japan jointly supported project for the community participatory infrastructure development project, mainly benefiting the area of water and sanitation. It's a very, very challenging issue, and I've just been briefed that 10,000 residents are getting benefit, and all the planning and implementation is being led by the Gureii community, which is splendid.
We are really grateful for this support which the Japanese people have offered. It is implemented through UN Habitat, and you can see the happiness of the citizens of Gureii, indicating that this project has really been accepted by the community and is a very important project, especially as you know, Gureii is one of the places which has been really affected by flood all the year round when there is rain. So we are very thankful for the government of Japan through the UN Habitat to implement this water, sanitation and flood protection project, and we hope this is the beginning and they'll continue to look for more funds to replicate this in and around Juba and to be extended to other parts of the Republic of South Sudan.
In a colorful handing over ceremony on the 22nd December 2016, UN Habitat together with the Japanese government, in the presence of the Undersecretary of the National Ministry of Land, Housing and Urban Planning, commissioned a Romber Community Center, the water facility and the water points in Gureii. Not only that, the UN Habitat, with funding from the Japanese government, provided materials for building toilets as well as improving the roads within the area. The representative of the Japanese government at the ceremony says his government is committed in supporting such programs and calling for the government to learn from this pilot project.
It's a good, pilot project as a symbol of reintegration of people in local community, as well as a good example of participatory approach to urban development in South Sudan, driven by the Ministry of Lands, Housing and Urban Development. So I would I would like the government to learn something from this pilot project in order to push forward with their own project in order to mobilize local community towards development, rehabilitation and reconciliation of this country.
The UN Habitat project manager says community approach contributed for its success.
It's a program that was funded by the government of Japan to the tune of $2.4 million for two locations, Al Chok in Wau and Gureii in Juba. It has three components: the flood prevention, which is a major component, the water and sanitation, the second component, and the livelihood component. Attached to it is what we call capacity building, because you have to build capacity of the community along these three components. We have been able to implement the 3 components, and they are all ready for commissioning today. You have seen we've implemented one micro component, which is improvement of community center to enable the building of their capacity on a more sustainable basis. We are also here to commission the water component. The water component is a system that has 10,000 liters of storage tank, distributing water to about 3 catchment areas where you have people staying, and the people within the area will be able to get water from those catchment areas. And pipes are being laid on the ground, and the community, part of the community youth are trained on how to maintain those pipes that are laid on the ground, and then manage also the operationalization of the system, the water system. We also did a component called the sanitation, where we provided toilet facilities. We have toilet slabs in a self-help manner, where we provide the toilet slabs, we provide construction equipment, the community themselves dig the hole and build the toilets themselves with a particular model which we provided. We have the livelihood, where we provided agricultural tools and seedlings. They plant around the houses and they are able to harvest and continue to plant. They don't need to go 10 kilometers to farm. You can do urban agriculture around your house. And then we also dredge this canal that you're seeing by the side. When it was not dredged to this height or to this depth, normally when it rains, you have a lot of collection of water that spills over naturally and gets into the community. And you find people struggling because of the elevation and the topography of the area. You have people struggling with stopping water getting into their homes.
The sub-chief of the area could not hide his excitement.
I'm so happy today because the program was finished and we are handing over the office, which is rehabilitated by UN Habitat and founded by Japan government, plus the roads and plus the water and plus the sanitation and plus the livelihoods. They give us water cans and seats and house, and also for the latrine they brought the slabs and it was distributed to the people, and all the people, they are happy with that. And we are asking the government of Japan to continue funding the project with the UN Habitat to help the people in our area.
Before that, we had difficulties in accessing clean drinking water. We did not have money to buy because it's expensive. We thank God because today we are handed over the water facility. We thank the organization.
My appeal to the community of Brombul, because this is the developmental projects, developmental aspects where people are yearning. We are not here because of just a minor thing, but we are bringing the developmental things which can be stayed for long, not just a one-day activities which cannot stand for long. So my appeal to them, let them handle it. And then we RRC are open to them in case of anything which they like to consult. Let them come to RRC through the SIP and then through the Commissioner of Gureii County.
With more funding, UN Habitat would be able to do a lot in other parts of South Sudan.